Invite a Budget Blinds style consultant to show you how to transform your rooms just by changing your window coverings. Canada's #1 choice for window coverings. Visit budgetblinds.ca today.
And Moses joins us on our desk for first look at sports, and we're talking chuck wagons as the Prairie Racing Finals kicked off in Dewberry.
And it was a good one too. Of course, the Frog Lake First Nations holding the event, the village of Dewberry providing the track. So this one, of course, the top 9 drivers looking to race and get in that final dash and win a brand new trailer. Also, everybody trying to catch this particular man. Of course, you know him very well, Ray Mitsewing, who's been phenomenal over the last few shows. Heat 12, and there's the man leaving everybody in the dust coming off the 2-barrel. He gets a great turn as usual. The first man out of the infield. Wayne Knight, though, not giving up the rail. But Mitsewing doesn't need it as he has a wagon lead over Knight heading into the final corner. And when all said and done, the Chief all alone. He is looking for his 8th straight day money. Southbound and down, letting those horses go. The Chief will win it wire to wire. However, that day money win streak is over. Why? Well, we'll show you why in heat number 10 for the answer. Dallas Dick on 1, BJ Carey on the 2-barrel, Ryan Baptiste on 3, and Carey turning around those barrels, getting out of the infield in a hurry. Dick not giving up the rail. The 2 went back and forth for the share of the lead as they would head towards the finish line. Now the 2 were side by side. BJ Carey would cross by a horse length win ahead of Dick, posting the fastest time of the night, taking the day money on night number 1 with a 106.05. He was followed closely by the hometown driver Dallas Dick. Ray Mitsewing doesn't fall very far behind, sitting in 3rd. Chris Smalley had the 4th fastest time with his non-point outfit, and Jamie Labicane's first run wasn't really a run at all. He couldn't get out of the infield, but his point outfit was definitely ready to go with the 5th fastest time. Now we caught up with the man who was able to beat Ray Mitsewing's hot streak.
The horses started well, and I did my job driving, and everything just clicked. And I think the biggest thing I could say is it's a relief finally. It feels good to finally get one again. I think the last one I had was back here in Dewberry in June, so I needed it, needed the confidence, and hopefully I can just keep it going and carry it forward and keep going all weekend. Wow, I was in his shoes in 13 and everybody was chasing me, so I'm happy to do it because I had 9 in a row, so he didn't catch me.
All right, well, the Under-18B Western Canadian Softball Championships got underway in Lloydminster. The host Blues took on the Moose Jaw Ice in their first game this afternoon. Now, top of the 6th, down 6-1, the Blues would claw back in this contest. Haley Burchett with a base hit. That brings in a run. It's now 6-2. Next batter, Brooklyn Stevens, bloops one over the head of the shortstop. That brings home another pair. Blues within 2. Lloydminster would now take an 8-6 lead when Courtney Fairweather would hit a double to center, bringing in 2 more runs. That made it 10-6. Part of an 11-run 6th inning, the Blues come back to win it by a score of 14-8, the final. Now, to the boys' side, the Irma U18 Tigers facing the Cloverdale Rockies from BC. The Tigers held a 10-4 lead in the bottom of the 6th. The Rockies would put up a pair of runs to cut that deficit to 4. However, that's as close as the Rockies would get. McGregor Sinclair gets the out with runners in scoring position. Then in the 7th, check out the hustle by Brent Cantos. A great snag by the right fielder. Tigers win their opener 10-6. Now, meanwhile, the Irma Tiger ladies lost their opener 9-4 to Nanaimo. They're currently facing the Blues, and we'll have highlights for you on our late night cast. That is all. Also, to get to this, it was a winner-take-all matchup. We're not done just yet. The Border City Blue Jays and the Wilkie Brewers, with the winner advancing to the NSRBL final. We'll head to the bottom of the second, 3-0 Jays. Jason Fechter will pop one up. It will drop. Scott Willis, all the way from second, gets the green light home. The Bluebirds with a commanding 4-0 lead after 2. 4th inning now, Aaron Sittler with a grounder to right. Chris King showing his athleticism there. Gets the nice little spin to first and the out. Bottom 4, Steve Lodish continues his success at the plate with a seeing eye single up the middle. Ruben Baker will come home to score 5-0 Jays. They would actually take it by a 5-0 final and move on to the NSRBL final, where they'll face the Lloydminster Twins in a rematch of the previous 2 championships. Welcome back, everybody. Now, they're referred to as the unsung hero in the sport of chuck wagon racing, outriders. They have the toughest job in the sport, and sometimes they don't get enough credit for the work they do. Well, in our final edition of Inside the CPCA, Brett Morton caught up with the top outrider, David Bensmiller, who's destroying the competition after a 6-year hiatus.
I just took it off. We were building a new house and stuff, and just with work and that kind of stuff. So now work slowed down a bit, so I've had the opportunity with the new oil company I'm working for to come ride on the weekends.
Bensmiller is a household name in the sport of chuck wagon racing, as his 2 brothers drive and his dad used to drive. David is excited to be back out riding.
It feels awesome. I really missed it. I didn't realize till I got back out on the track, and yeah, I really enjoy it. The horses, that's the biggest thing I miss, because yeah, I used to own 20-some, and now I only got 4 or 5, so yeah, I miss the horses the most.
Coming back into outriding isn't easy. You have to be committed, and Bensmiller was ready for the challenge.
I knew it was going to be tough because it's been so long. It's been probably 6 years since I've rode last, so I just trained really hard, and I started working out lots, and then I started riding lots of horses. I went to my brother's house, rode 5 to 15 head every day, just so I was in shape, and I didn't want to make a fool of myself, I guess.
Being in the CPCA, you get more rides than outriders in the WPCA. Bensmiller plans to stay in the CPCA where his career started.
No, I actually started riding the CPCA for Ross Knight. I think that was in 96, 97. Then I rode till 2002, and then I started driving there for another 5-6 years, and I quit for 6, and I'm back. So
David has had a successful career, winning numerous shows, but one sticks out more than others.
Yeah, my favorite times were winning Calgary Stampede. That's like winning the Stanley Cup. The other shows, it's nice to win, but it's not a Calgary. Calgary's the best show to win of them all.
Bensmiller has been able to outride for his dad and his 2 brothers, but who is his favorite one to ride for?
Oh, I'd say Dad. Yeah? Yeah, no, I'd much rather ride for Dad over the other 2 for sure, but...
Any certain reasons?
It's just Dad.
Okay.
Yeah, I always wanted to ride for him ever since I was a kid, so when I got the opportunity, I was happy to do it.
Brett Morton, Newcap Sports.